Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first edition of International Conference for PhD students in Civil Engineering and Architecture, New Researcher Generation with Challenges in Civil Engineering. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome all of you and chair the opening ceremony this morning to the first International Conference for PhD students in Civil Engineering and Architecture, jointly organized by the Technical University of Cluj-Napoca, Faculty of Civil Engineering, in partnership with SEnS Group. CPhD 2012 Conference, with strong emphasis on participation from PhD students and supervisors involved in PhD Civil Engineering and Architecture research programs, provide the forum for academics, young researchers and practitioners to discuss and review latest developments in the broad area of civil engineering and architecture. Young researchers who are writing their PhD thesis will be able to make presentations of their work in progress and discuss it with other students and experts working in the same field. First International Conference for PhD students in Civil Engineering launches a new series of conferences conceived to give students help and advice to promote the new scientific generation in civil engineering and architecture, and to develop stronger and more organized relationships between engineers and architects, universities, national and international research-funded agencies, and the new researcher generations, respectively. During the CPhD 2012 students and community members will have the opportunity to attend several keynote presentations. I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to the organizers and in particular our honorable speakers. All of them have been working with us since the beginning of the planning stage of this conference, and they are still here today for all of us, despite the fact they are very busy with their responsibilities in their professions. We truly appreciate their dedication. We are very grateful to Professor Balázs György from Budapest University of Technology and Economics, Professor Dan Dubină from Polytechnic University of Timișoara, Professor Nicolae Țăranu from Gheorghe Saki University of Iași, Professor Valeriu Stoian from Polytechnic University of Timișoara, Professor Cornelia Măgureanu from Technical University of Cluj, and Professor Șerban Țigănaș from the same university. We are very grateful for their keynote lectures that helped to enhance the conference program. The conference has attracted over 200 abstracts from Canada, Portugal, Switzerland, Germany, Italy, Poland, Slovakia, Croatia, Serbia, Hungary, Russia, Vietnam, and Romania, covering the broad field of civil engineering and architecture. The final program and proceedings feature 100 successful peer-reviewed full papers, which present advanced approaches to modern research problems in the fields of civil engineering and architecture. These papers are grouped in the following sections: structural analysis and design, soil mechanics and foundations, transport, highways and railways engineering, sustainable materials, process and eco-efficient construction and technologies, building services and architecture. The organizers are very grateful to all authors for their valuable contribution and to the members of the International Scientific Advisory Committee, as well as other colleagues, for their help in reviewing the papers presented and published in the conference proceedings. In this respect, I would like to address special thanks to Professor Corneliu Cismașiu from University of Lisbon, Portugal, Dr. Ionuț Moldovan from Catholic University of Lisbon, Portugal, Professor Dan Stematiu from Technical University of Bucharest, and Dr. Dana Weiss from Technical University of Cluj-Napoca. We are very grateful to ACOM Publishing House editors for their abnegation and professionalism involved in the publication of the conference volume. Personally, I am very grateful to Mr. Mihai Șelariu for all his administrative skills in organizing this conference. Mihai, thank you. It is also important to emphasize that the editorial board of the Acta Technica Napocensis Civil Engineering and Architecture Journal attending the conference will select several papers presented in these conference proceedings for further peer review and publication in a special issue of the journal, together with the keynote papers presented during the conference, highlighting in this way the base papers selected from this conference. Moreover, the CE PhD 2012 organizers are pleased to announce that 3 best papers will be awarded. The best papers will be selected based on recommendations by the members of the International Scientific Advisory Committee and external reviewers. The 3 best papers will receive special awards at the CE PhD Gala Dinner. Finally, this is opportune time for me to declare the official opening of the first international conference for PhD students in civil engineering and architecture, and I wish all 3 fruitful days of interesting and beneficial program, and also that you have a pleasant stay in the heart of Transylvania in Cluj-Napoca. We are warmly welcome you once again to the first edition of the conference, and we do hope to see you again in the coming years and with new colleagues, share new ideas, and grow together. Thank you.
Welcome, warm welcome to all the participants to this conference, and our sincere greetings to the guests for this conference, to our colleagues and to all PhD students from our university, from the other universities in Romania and abroad. We are very happy to see that such a distinguished conference is happening now in our university, and with this occasion I would like to congratulate the organizers of this conference, the chairman, Professor Cosmin CHiorean, and his colleagues for this excellent organization of the conference, which actually honored our university. So once again, thank you on behalf of the board of the university. Indeed, the topics of the conference I see is very challenging, because even if civil engineering is something which now it appears to be in a traditional domain, but because it has some centuries or millenniums of experience, but because of the progresses in technology and in science, we see there are many more challenges for the future because of the ideas, the creative ideas of architects, which generates a lot of challenges for engineers in building sophisticated shapes because of the new materials that we have to take into account in the new constructions, because of the challenges we have to consider for a sustainable life cycle approach and maintenance and life cycle costing. So we see here a good opportunity for all the PhD students to share their experiences and at least to have an epsilon or a delta contribution to the knowledge in the field. And we are very sure that with this occasion we'll have the opportunity to set up new networks, scientific networks, which are good opportunities for future projects. So thank you for inviting us, saying some words to this conference, and we wish you good luck and success with these days. Thank you very much.